Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
The Coast Guard, Navy, and DPS are searching for a local vessel coming back from the Northern Islands.
And the court finds a man competent after an arrest on sexual assault.
Also tonight, DYS and the Coalition come together to spread awareness for their cause.
And in sports, grace and strength in contemporary dance, a solo performance.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Let your people know. When it comes to the pickle to chicken ratio, some people, they playing in your face, but not the McCrispy.
Half a day, Sinamai. Did you know that car crashes are the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 13? In order to keep your children safe during a car crash, make sure you select the right type of car seat for their age and size. A rear-facing car seat should be used from birth to 12 months or up to 3 years old. Forward-facing car seats are for children from 1 to 3 or up to 7 years old. Booster seats are for children from 4 to 7 or up to 12 years old. Seat belts are for children 8 to 12 years old or older. For a seat belt to fit properly, the lap belt must lie snugly across the upper thighs, not the stomach. The shoulder belt should lie snugly across the shoulder and chest and not across the neck or face. Do not move your child to the next car seat level until he or she reaches the top height and weight limit allowed by your car seat's manufacturer. Remember, your children are the most precious cargo when driving. Keep us safe and buckle us in. We depend on you. Thank you.
I love Marianas coffee from Jamboree for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on May 14 from our studio on Capitol Hill.
A boat with 2 crew are missing in local waters. This vessel, the Lucky Harvest, is missing after dropping off supplies in Alamagan.
On May 12, 2025, 2 vessels who were reported that left Alamagan about 9:30 in the morning, the Lucky Harvest and Remetal, and their estimated time to arrive in Saipan at 4:30 the same day.
The vessel Remetal arrived at Lower Base on schedule at 4:30 p.m. The Lucky Harvest, however, had yet to appear.
At the same time, at the same date, the HAC-25 helicopter had spotted a flare somewhere west of Tinian, and that he was unable to respond due to the helicopter had experienced low fuel, and has to return to put more fuel. Last information I was told that the vessel right now is somewhere west of Tinian, and they did have contact with the vessel, but very due to the issue with the communication, the Lucky Harvest was not really acknowledged because of communication issue. As of this time, Coast Guard and the HSC 25 are still actively searching the general area where they last seen.
The missing Lucky Harvest is a 47-foot vessel with 2 crew members. They were commissioned by Fish and Wildlife to deliver survey equipment to Alamagan. Simon Manicop, Public Information Officer.
Currently, we have the impact that's out there with 3 personnel, Cecilio and one of his boats, the Coast Guard, and also the Navy.
DPS says they typically use a 72-hour window for search and rescue operations.
In regards to how long the search is going to go, it all depends again on the weather. Of course, if it's rough sea, I cannot allow my officers to continue out there, knowing that that's one of the safety issues that I have to look at. Or it all depends on what development did they have out there that can convince that would allow me to continue the search. So right now, what Chief Manicop said that we our protocol is 72 hours, and anything after 72 hours, based on any findings, anything that would convince us that they're still out there, I would able to go ahead and authorize to go beyond the 72 hours.
The Commissioner assures us that the search is ongoing.
The good thing is Lucky Harvest is accordingly that they have enough supply to actually last them at least a month.
In court news, a man charged with sexual assault is found competent. Mohammed Alam appeared in front of Judge Joseph Camacho in Superior Court this morning. Alam is charged with sexual assault in the 3rd degree, assault and battery, burglary, and disturbing the peace. Assistant Attorney General has previously amended the charge of sexual assault in the 2nd degree to sexual assault in the 3rd degree back in November 27. Police say on November 19, 2024, on Rhoda, Alam illegally entered a building and unlawfully touched the victim. This morning, a competency evaluation reports Alam to be competent. A status conference is scheduled for June 2nd.
A local woman who allegedly stole a backpack full of cash is back in court. Leonora Vergara is back in court today where her attorney has filed a motion for competency. Police say that in late 2023, Ms. Vergara stole a backpack from an open car trunk in San Jose, which contained over $27,000 in cash. She was identified after an argument with her boyfriend, who then told the victim's friend about the theft. Vergara then admitted to taking the backpack and using some of the money for poker and groceries. Because the defendant has had psychological treatment before, the court has issued a formal order for a doctor to evaluate her competency. A status conference has been set for July 2nd.
The court awaits competency evaluation for a man arrested for indecent exposure. 35-year-old Omar Nawaz, charged with indecent exposure in the 1st degree and disturbing the peace, was back in Superior Court this morning. Police say on November 15, 2024 at 7:03 p.m., Nawaz exposed himself to a minor through the glass window at American Pizza and Grill restaurant in Garapan. Today, the court is still waiting on an update on a competency evaluation for Nawaz. A status conference is scheduled for July 2nd. Programs for child abuse and neglect and for domestic and sexual assault combine forces in order to spread awareness for their cause beyond the month of April. Last month, the Division of Youth Services, in collaboration with the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, held a Safe Jamboree and Family Fun Day.
Safety, awareness, free, and being empowered. And those are the core things we want to share. We want to spread that awareness that victims and survivors should have those four core.
So we decided this year to come back and partner up and collaborate on this one-day event, which really makes sense because, we share our resources and we're bringing in the same families in the community. So it's a fun-filled event just for the family to come out and have some awareness information and at the same time enjoy the day with the family.
Government stakeholders like Department of Public Safety, Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services, and the Saipan Mayor's Office all gathered to share information and provide outreach.
As your mayor for this municipality, I think what we need is let's all be all connected. Let's all be collaborate. We are stronger if we all work together. We can fulfill our objective to promote safe community, safe village, and clean island.
Administrator for DYS under the Department of Community and Cultural Affairs says Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention and Awareness Month is not limited to just 1 month in the calendar year.
It's not just during the month of April. We do it on a daily basis. We go out to the schools, we go out to different agencies, we conduct our mandated reporters, but we're also here for just anybody. It doesn't have to be an agency. If you want to reach out to see what supportive services we have, that's key for our prevention efforts because we kind of intervene before it gets into our system. So that's how we would like to approach it. Do what we need to do to support the families before it becomes a case.
As Sablan emphasizes DYS's continued services, 2025 Chairman for the Sexual Assault Awareness Month Planning Committee, Fred Sato, also highlights the coalition's mission for domestic and sexual violence awareness for victims and survivors.
This is my first time chairing an event, and the road here, from being an actual survivor of sexual assault, it really was something that I needed to push myself, and along with the team and the committee, that we got to make sure that this thing is on point. It's understandable our condition, our island we're going through some financial, challenges, but it's still, we can't let that stop us from what we do. And we just got to continue to make sure that survivors and victims and survivors know that we're still here regardless of what's going on on our islands and around the world. We're still there to be their voice as well.
Next, we head to Saipan International to see who's putting Saipan on the map and to say see you later to a retiring soldier.
And vacationers turned repeater visitors adventure with locals into the sea. Stay tuned, Sinamine!
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Let your people know. When it comes to the pickle to chicken ratio, some people, they playing in your face, but not the McCrispy.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
King is back like prodigal. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm on the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, master.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
More tonight on a Korean couple that has made Saipan their second home. Our Chris Nelson reports.
Gina Park and her husband have been here 6 times and they keep coming back. Gina says her husband got interested in spearfishing by watching YouTube videos and now comes to Saipan and Tinian to do it in person.
At the very first time, he tried to spearfishing. He didn't catch any fish before, but it's getting better. And now he has a pretty good fishing skill now, I think.
Pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good.
The couple has made a number of local friends. They love local food and they really like going to Tinian.
My local friends always makes me some barbecue dinner, and they gave us local fruits like breadfruits and makuba is charu fruits and soursop and mango. This season is mango season.
We asked the couple about some of the challenges the NMI is facing in tourism and what they think about it.
The CNMI ocean is super clear and it's super beautiful, but there's no enough program. Like only few of diving company is here, so he wishes there are more activity and more adventure about the program. Also, many of Koreans prefer to make a reservation on application, their phone. So I wish there's some reservation system on using an application or something.
Kind of hard to make a reservation.
Yeah. Most of Korean doesn't like to make their reservation by call or send a message. Some people doesn't like it. So in my country, usually use the application.
Park goes on to say that some of the local events like the street market could be advertised better.
Most of Korean very likes to go to festival, like street market, but most of Korean doesn't know about that event.
Park is back in Korea this week, and she says they're already planning their next trip for later this summer.
I want to try the International Fishing Derby in July. Yeah, I want to make some team, and I want to go to fishing derby, in July.
MHS students return and a retired soldier goes off island. Welcome to Saipan and adios. Here at Saipan International, we know exactly where we are. Down the road from Herman's Bakery, flanked by a flame tree entrance and a rusty old cannon. But others in the world may not know exactly where we are. But now, thanks to the Marianas High School 2025 National Mock Trial competitors, we are figuratively and literally on the map. Juan Benasha.
So basically we had to tell them where we were, put ourselves on a map basically. People were like Northern Marinara Islands, or is that next to Hawaii? Is that Samoa? Nah, we were like No, we were actually right next to the Mariana Trench. We had to make sure to make ourselves known.
The Marianas High School Mock Trial Team returns from a 2-day national competition in Phoenix, Arizona. Prapti Mondal.
Oh, so we had a 2-day competition, and basically we had 2 rounds per each day. So we were defense, prosecution, so we all kind of had roles, and we basically competed.
Hannah Lim.
So basically the competition is like simulating a courtroom. So we have lawyers and attorneys consisting of both sides of prosecution and defense. And our case this year was about the 1976 Don Bowles case from Phoenix, Arizona. So it really was appropriate for that state.
Yeah, it was an attempted murder case.
Yeah.
The team did not come home with any hardware, but did arrive home with softened hearts.
We won people's hearts, but most importantly, I think since CNMI is kind of small, we kind of just went with trying to represent ourselves the best that we can. A lot of people didn't know where we were from and what CNMI was, so we had to share the awareness, share what CNMI was all about. So I think that was the biggest honor that we could have done.
Traveling to the other side of the world is a team effort.
We as a team would like to thank our advisors, Mr. Wingfield and Miss Baith, and our attorney coaches, Mr. Dodds and Miss Becky, and Miss Carmen from the judiciary, from the attorneys general, from the judiciary, who helped us and supported us throughout the journey.
Trisha Singha.
And we would also like to thank PSS for supporting and funding our trip. Thank you guys.
And
I would just like to thank Prapti Mondal for honestly keeping the team together, keeping me together. I'd just like to thank David and Steven and the rest of the team for keeping me sane.
And as we welcome our young mock trial warriors home, another soldier leaves Saipan for his VA appointment in Guam. Kelby spent 23 honorable years in the United States Army.
It was actually a good experience, honestly, and good and bad both, because, you understand, military. Sometimes you lose some. That's the bad part of it. The good part about it is we made good buddies like my friend right here. Buenas? Yeah, that one. We all came from the same unit. Went to Iraq together, served together as well.
Needing to fly off to Guam for care is one of the shortfalls of living on Saipan.
I think it's getting better, actually. Yeah, I don't remember the VA being super active way back. Now it's like everybody's getting the care they need, but I think it still needs more improvement. I have to go fly to Guam to get the services. We need to get more providers here in Saipan so that we don't have to fly off to Guam to get the services that we need.
To the arriving and departing combatants, thank you for representing. Thank you for your service. Welcome home, and adios.
A dancer moving every part of her body and using every part of the stage. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, dessert, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Motivation isn't always easy to come by. Thankfully, there's one place that continues to ignite my willpower. This one place provides me with the knowledge and support I need to grow, so I can continue to become a better version of myself. This is where I discovered my passion, where I achieved successes that made me proud. It's home to where I improved my performance, seeing the opportunity in every challenge. And when doubt creeps inside and I think about giving up, I remember the heroes who've also called this place home. And just like them, I know that every last rep is always a beginning. No matter how hard it gets, nothing can stop me. I will always come back stronger because I'm part of a legacy.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenos sports fans, armchair athletes, do try this at home. At the Taste of the Marianas on Saturday evening, it wasn't just ballet being performed, it was the athletic expression of modern dance as well. A young dancer named Koyumi from Japan arrives on the tiny island of Saipan, a former Japanese sugarcane colony which became a military battleground. Today, she dances for peace in a piece called Mahatma. Mahatma is a Sanskrit term used for a great or realized soul. The term is best known to Westerners because of the title bestowed on Mahatma Gandhi, the revered leader of the campaign of nonviolent resistance leading to India's independence from British rule in 1947. What makes a great leader? Does he or she lead by coercion, deception, and iron fist? Or does a true leader inspire us each to take responsibility as leaders ourselves, to express wisdom, compassion, courage, and yes, humor? May the force be with you, she says. May you dance with grace, with strength. May you be the leader that you seek.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of isolated showers with mild breezes and low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, partly cloudy with again a 20% chance of isolated showers, continuing our ongoing drought conditions. High temperatures are around 87 in the day and lows of 78 degrees in the night. The sun will set tonight at 6:38 p.m. and will rise tomorrow morning at 5:48 a.m. The mist will also rise and the sky will turn a glorious blue as the morning runners enjoy the coolest hours of the day. And I will see you in the water or on the land. Well, that is news, Mahatma, and weather. We will look forward to seeing you all again on Friday.
Have a good evening, Sinamai.